Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs, and cross watchers. This is your tarot, rune, and oracle reading for the month of September 2024. So let's dive into it. The rune that came out for you is called Ansus. And this is one of my favorite runes because, I don't know, maybe it's the Capricorn moon in me, but I love chaos and I love mystery. And so there's a very mysterious set of circumstances that will be unfolding for you in September 2024, Aquarius. So whenever Ansus comes out, to me, that's a sign that you're going to be in an entirely new set of circumstances in September that is going to be very unpredictable compared to where you're at right now. Okay, so if I were to tell you exactly how September would unfold for you specifically, which I can't do because this is a group reading, it can only get so specific. I mean, sometimes they feel like a specific reading, sometimes it doesn't, whatever. If you want a personal reading, go to my website because I do offer monthly readings. However, if I were to tell you exactly what was going to happen for you in the month of September, I feel like you would be looking at me like with your mouth open, like, what do you mean? That's so different than where I'm at now. And the rune of Ansus, it really just makes me think of particular moments. It's like, can you believe like what my life would look like if I never met this person or if I never started this thing? It's like how do I put this? Everything that you're consciously worrying about and thinking about on a daily basis right now is going to look so different by the end of September. For example, I'll give you a random example of how this energy could unfold. Like, let's just say you meet someone and you start developing really, really strong feelings towards them within September. And then by the end of the month, you're like dating pretty seriously. And it's like, everything that you're thinking about and what you want for the future and your whole view on life maybe has changed because of that person. It's like a whole new set of circumstances that you're in. It's like, whoa, I don't even get how quickly times can change. Or like, let's just say, the only examples coming to my mind are so dramatic. It's like, let's just say you suddenly develop cancer. And then it's like, now everything that's on your mind is like, okay, I gotta eat healthy. I gotta do this. I gotta do that. It's like a whole new set of circumstances. I am not saying that's gonna happen to anybody. I don't make predictions like that. But these are just random examples of how Ansus can like appear in a reading where it's like everything that's on your mind right now is gonna be pretty insignificant by the end of September because you will find yourself in a whole new set of circumstances that you would have never really thought you saw yourself in before. And you know what? This could be good or bad. It's very neutral. Life is neutral. For example, like let's just say you randomly get fired from your job, but then you really quickly find a new job that pays even more. And it's like all of this happened in such a short amount of time. By the end of September, you're in a whole new set of circumstances. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's crazy how quickly life can change. And that's why I love Ansus as a rune, because it shows that quick changing energy. So having that come out for you for the month of September is really exciting for me. Okay. We have exchanging gifts coming out in reverse. And I don't know why I'm seeing an exchange of information here. So for example, you may be exchanging wisdom or language or knowledge in some way with somebody around you. I'm seeing you trying to be more generous. You might have very generous people around you at this time and you're just feeling so blessed, so lucky. But you're like, man, what can I do for them in exchange? How can I serve them in exchange? So I don't know why I'm viewing that card as that. Just trying to give as much as other people give to you. Some of you may feel so lucky to have amazing people in your life. And on the flip side, there may be some Aquarians who may be on the opposite end of the spectrum where you find yourself giving a lot and the people around you aren't really giving back. And if that's the case, this is a time to reevaluate those sort of relationships, regardless of which side of that spectrum you find yourself in. September is definitely a month of kind of thinking to yourself, how can I balance the scales out a little bit when it comes to give and take? Maybe you need to set up boundaries with your giving with some people. Maybe you need to really consider, how can I give more to others? So it's a balance. We have the fourth chakra in reverse. with Archangel Raphael. Okay. Heart space here, guys. Heart space. There's something coming up there. Something coming up in your emotions, your relationships, and you're working through it. You're working through it. I definitely need more info on this, so let's dive into the tarot. We're pulling from the Starman Tarot this week. We have the Seven of Swords, coming out in reverse. Okay, this is what it looks like upright, and this shows theft, lying, stealing, cheating, and getting away with it. Somebody taking more than they are giving. And like I said, you could be the one taking or you could be the one giving. So that makes a lot of sense as to why that's coming out as the first card. So whatever you're intuitively feeling drawn to doing right now, whether that's giving more or, setting up boundaries with your generosity around other people, definitely listen to those feelings. It could be a mixture for the majority of you, to be honest. Like there may be people in your life where you're like, I really need to stop sharing so much with them, giving them so much access to my energy. And there could be other people in your life where you're like, they're amazing, I want them to have more access to my energy, but I need to give back to them to show them that appreciation and show them that I'm going to be a good friend. I think that's one thing that I feel like Americans in particular, and I know I have people watching from all over the world, but I know about 40% of you are from the USA. And I think Americans really struggle with that in particular. Embracing socializing with others, embracing having adult friendships, and being very giving in those communities. So I think that's one thing that Spirit really wants to help a lot of people work on at this time. And of course, even in more community-oriented countries and places on the earth where community is really prioritized, again, the opposite is sometimes true, where it's like, you need to have some boundaries with your giving. So I feel like balancing out, I keep coming back to that theme. We have the Sacred Clown, also known as the Fool card, coming out as your second card. This is actually a really positive card, despite the name. One of the most positive in the entire tarot. It's the first major arcana card, and it represents trusting your instincts and starting a new journey because of that. And I would not be shocked. I'm just saying, I would not be shocked if a lot of Aquarius energy folks entered into new relationships this month, or some sort of new job, or entirely new reality, entirely new set of circumstances. I'm telling you, like it's gonna happen. And then we have the Seven of Wands in reverse coming out. So we have two sevens, both in reverse. Yeah, protection. Making sure that your space is protected. I am seeing an image in my head of really prioritizing cleaning and clearing your physical space, but also your energetic space. I'm getting an image in my head of like turning your home or your room or whatever your space is, even if it's just a backpack that you carry, into an oasis. And wow, so beautiful. I look out the window. There's two white butterflies sort of dancing with each other. I guess that's some sort of like mating ritual or something, but I think that's a really good sign, because butterflies represent transformation. And then those two butterflies being in love, I mean, it just kind of confirms that message of some sort of beautiful connections simmering up for you. So that's very stunning. And you know what? Like, even if you're already in relationships that you enjoy, or friendships that you enjoy, when you prioritize cleaning and clearing your home space and making it a community space, and just simplifying things, making it more accessible to you to have access to third-party neutral spaces such as, bars, restaurants, libraries, beaches, lakes, things like that. Things that aren't work or home, places where you can meet with others, It just, a lot of magic can come through when you do that, essentially. Second row of cards out, we have the Three of Cups in reverse. Okay. This is what it looks like upright. And it's coming out underneath this Seven of Swords, also in reverse. So this is a pretty big deal for me as a reader when I see these two cards coming out in reverse near each other. Okay, 3 of Cups in reverse is not necessarily a good sign. 7 of Swords upright or in reverse is not a good sign. And when it's combined, to me, that does show a snake in the grass, you know. Someone or something that does not have good energy, good intentions towards you. So that's just something I would be mindful of. Listen to your intuition above all else, okay? Even if that intuition is saying, like, everyone in my life is fine, they give off good energy, good vibes, then that's great, okay? Then this message isn't for you. But, you know, maybe there is a certain hobby that you like doing with others that you just don't really feel like it resonates with you, or maybe there is a space that you don't feel 100% welcome in. Listen to that intuition. Now, for others of you, there could very well be somebody in your life that you just get this weird feeling isn't to necessarily be trusted or doesn't necessarily like you, even if they're being very kind to your face. So pay attention to that feeling and believe in that feeling. Don't keep trusting individuals that trigger your intuition to say, don't trust this person. You know what I mean? 3 of Cups in reverse does kind of show either like a betrayal or feeling excluded from a certain community, feeling excluded from a certain person, you know, alienated. And right underneath that 7 of Swords, which is not really a trustworthy energy, it's an energy of someone being selfish, looking out for themselves, not being honest. Just pay very close attention to your dreams, to what your intuition is picking up on when it comes to other people. Okay, then we have the 5 of Pentacles coming out in reverse. Yeah, and I look at this card, I look at this exchanging gifts card in reverse. And also this heart chakra card in reverse. And to me, it's a feeling of, I don't have enough to give to people. I don't have enough to offer in a friendship or a relationship. There is insecurity in your heart, Aquarius. There is insecurity. That's a major heart blockage, okay? Blocking beautiful friendships, relationships from coming through. What is that insecurity for you? Is it, oh, I don't make that much money, I can't go out traveling and, you know, trying cool drinks and going out to brunch all the time, therefore I'm a bad friend, therefore I can't make friends right now? Is it, oh, I have a past, I have a history that I'm not proud of, like I've lied in the past, I've cheated in the past, therefore I cannot have a healthy, trusting, loving relationship in the present moment? You know, what is your insecurity that is causing you to feel like you can't attract an amazing community around you right now? Because I promise you that that insecurity is not actually something that you need to let block you. You know, you can be the change that you want to see first and foremost, but also nobody is perfect. And the whole point of a community is to lift each other up, because we all have our blind spots in life. We all have areas of our life where we might not be as privileged, as blessed, areas where we struggle, whether that's financially, whether that's physically, whether that's mentally, emotionally, whatever. We all have our blind spots, our weak spots. But we also have areas where we are thriving and abundant, whether that's, again, mentally, emotionally, physically, financially, spiritually. And that's the whole point of community. You exchange energies. So I'm really abundant when it comes to giving good advice, when it comes to being spiritually connected. However, I might not be as blessed financially or, you know, physically, whatever. And I can connect with people who may have, you know, more blessings in those areas, but may lack what I am blessed with. So again, exchange of energies. That's the whole point of making friends. That's the whole point of community. That's the whole point of connecting with other human beings, human entities. So one thing I'm seeing is very important for you in the month of September is releasing your limiting beliefs, letting go of any like insecurities. There's no need to hold on to them so tightly. You know, it's okay to have those insecurities and to have goals around improving them and taking action on, you know, working on it. But in the meantime, you don't have to isolate yourself. You don't have to say like, oh, I have nothing to offer you. You know, it's kind of reminding me of like, let's just say you're really poor, like financially, and you have a really rich friend. And the holidays roll around or birthday rolls around and you might feel really bad, like, oh, I can't get you a fancy gift. Like, I know you're so used to fancy gifts or whatever. Maybe the best you can do is like make them some fresh baked cookies. It's like that friend loves and appreciates it. And maybe those fresh baked cookies are exactly what that person needs, because everyone in their life always gives them these fancy material blessings and abundance. And what they actually really need is somebody who has a lot of thoughtful energies, someone who's really warm and kind to them. And those hand-baked cookies exactly demonstrates that. You know what I mean? It's like you may think that you're lacking, but you aren't. You are very blessed. You're very fortunate, very abundant. And you need to see that abundance within yourself, that beauty within yourself, and understand like you aren't lacking. You have quite a bit, and other people may view you as extremely lucky, extremely wealthy, extremely prosperous in life, even if you don't view yourself like that. But when you start to view yourself like that, the ironic thing is that oftentimes the areas where we may be lacking a little bit tend to pick up for us, but it only happens after we see our value and we recognize our own wealth, prosperity, and abundance, no matter where we're at in life. And then final card out is the Lovers in reverse. Very fascinating. So it's interesting because Scorpio had some similar themes and messages here of releasing and letting go. And whenever the Lovers comes out in reverse in a reading like this, to me, it always shows letting go, saying no to something, something that once you thought was a part of you. You're now saying, you know what, this actually isn't for me, and you're letting it go. And it's so crazy how much life can change in a few weeks. And this is one of those readings where I am seeing that your life is going to look so entirely different by the end of this month. It's absolutely insane. Different in ways that I can't specify because it's so different for all of you, like what that would look like. So like I said, if you want a personal reading, I do offer monthly readings on my website, spiritpsychic.org. I also offer other readings, and all of my readings are pretty much you asking whatever your questions are, or if you want a general reading, just letting me know that. And then I do it. I send it back within 7 days. All online, no need to make meetings. It's perfect for anybody who's shy or who has a busy schedule. Yeah, and then I also have my shamanic life coaching sessions there, which are hour-long video readings, which are formatted the same way. No need to, have meetings or anything. And then you also get daily email correspondence. So again, if you're shy, it's actually pretty perfect. I also have my intention oils there as well. So check out all of those things whenever you interact with my business and get a reading from me or life coaching or buy from the apothecary. It helps me tremendously. I am a small business. I'm the only person on the side of the business, okay? I am the one doing these readings for you on YouTube, doing your personal readings, running the website, being the accountant, the bookkeeper, the assistant, the video editor. So I really appreciate all and any business that comes my way. And I just want to give a huge shout out and thank you to anybody who's ever supported me in that way or even left a donation to this channel. All donations go back into the channel in the form of editing software, technology, filming equipment, things like that. Definitely gonna have to buy a new laptop soon. Mine is getting really funky. It's old. So again, I just really, really appreciate all and any business and generosity. Thank you so much. All right, thank you. Bye-bye.